Cocktober! I can't believe it, brother.
Vicky. Cocktober. What's up, guys? Jaythestingray back here again with another Cocktober review. This is Drive from 2011. This is recommended by my boy Pizowell. I appreciate the recommendation, man. I actually came around on this one. I kind of want to talk about this a little bit because I saw this back in the theater, and I think I saw this right after I saw Contagion. And a good buddy of mine, film blogger guy, was really, really pumping this movie up to me. Really, told me how good it was, and I was kind of expecting a lot. I was really expecting more of an action movie than what this movie actually is. But saw Contagion, really enjoyed it, and then went into this movie, and I think I was kind of tired and just tired of sitting at the theater. I don't do the double feature thing very much anymore since I've gotten older. I haven't had the time. For some reason, it happened to work out that I was able to watch it. But anyway, I saw Drive and didn't really, I appreciated it for what it was, but I didn't really, love it like so many people do now. And it seems like all my good buddies on the internet have been preaching about how great this movie is since it came out, and I've been wanting to check it out again. And I did. It's on Netflix Instant right now if you're interested. And yeah, this is a really good movie. This is of course another one by Nicholas Winding Refn is the director. He was actually replaced. He replaced Neil Marshall, which I think is kind of an odd choice for this movie. So he replaced Neil Marshall directing this film, and this stars got really a star-studded cast on this one. Ryan Gosling, Carey Mulligan, Bryan Cranston, Albert Brooks, Oscar Isaac, and Christina Hendricks, Ron Perlman. Just an all-star cast. Christina Hendricks, I believe she's from Mad Men. I'm not familiar with that show. I've seen a couple episodes maybe, but I think that's what she's known for. She was like billed like way up there, like this movie starring Christina Hendricks, and she's not really in it very long at all. But of course, Ryan Gosling, everybody wants a jacket with a scorpion on the back now because of this movie, and really can't blame him. He does an amazing job in this movie. I really think that Ryan Gosling is a great actor, and I think he's getting his the respect he deserves in Hollywood these days. He's I respect the guy for taking the roles that he does. He could easily make some I don't know, romantic comedies or whatever, crappy movies to pay the bills, like a lot of these guys do that get that kind of popularity around them. But he's sticking to this, and he's made another movie with this director, I believe, called I believe it's the same director. Let me check here. It's someone else recommended this for me to review. The Only God Forgives also stars him, and I believe it's the same director, Nicholas Winding Refn. Let me check. Yeah. And so I'm interested to see that. It's not out yet, but hopefully I'll have time to watch that and get it reviewed here before October's over with. I know it comes out maybe a week or two. I'll do my best to get it watched and review that on here as well. But dude's taking some pretty interesting choices, pretty interesting movies that he's choosing to do. And if you want to see a good Ryan Gosling movie, go watch The Believer from like 2001. Old movie, but he does a great job in it. And see, I've been a fan of his for quite a while, so a lot of people seem to be all up on his stuff these days, primarily because of this movie. And anyway, most of you guys probably seen this movie. Ryan Gosling's a stuntman slash driver, like getaway driver for bank robberies, stuff like that. Really cool, calculated guy. Really interesting character because he's like really to the point and does not, doesn't put up with any bullshit. He's in and out, and he's really he is how people are career criminals and don't get caught because you don't stand out in the crowd. You blend in at all times. You never talk about the job, and you're in and out and you're gone, and you're like a ghost. So that's basically what he is, and he's very to the point, very calculated, and very good at his job as well. But he's also a driver for movies, a stuntman, and does that on the side with his friend slash mechanic, Bryan Cranston's character, and yeah, they Bryan Cranston, does the mechanics behind his special cars he uses on his jobs, and also hooks him up with jobs as far as bank robbery, stuff like that. And he's Shannon is Bryan Cranston's name. And anyway, um, let's see. He befriends Carey Mulligan's character. That's Irene, and her husband is in jail, and becomes friends with her and her son, and romantic interest, obviously. And the husband is released out of jail, and he's free. And it gets word that Ryan Gosling's character, the driver, is he's a good driver. So anyway, the husband is I believe his name is Standard. He they want to go do a bank job, or go rob somebody, get a lot of money, whatever they want. Ryan Gosling to drive, or Ryan Gosling offers to drive, whatever. Anyway, they do it. The job goes bad. It's kind of a setup, and anyway, you can imagine what happens from there. And the main bad guy in this movie is Albert Brooks, and Albert Brooks is a guy that is not primarily known for roles like this. I know him best from doing voices on The Simpsons, as well as he was in This Is 40 recently. He also is the voice of Marlin on Finding Nemo, and the new Nemo movie coming out sometime soon. So that's kind of comedic stuff is really what I know the guy for. He just does an amazing performance in this movie. By far the best thing I've ever seen him do, and he's just, I mean, not a very intimidating looking guy, but I mean he plays that role so well. And also Ron Perlman plays Nino, and he's like a Jewish gangster who is another badass in the movie, and he's kind of friends with Albert Brooks. And yeah, man, this movie is it's pretty fucking good. I can't really say a whole lot of negative stuff about it. I think it's kind of odd that it's become as popular as it is, um, because it's paced so oddly. I mean, not in a bad way. It's just paced so differently than mainstream movies that you see out there these days. It reminds me a lot of a Michael Mann uh, film in the pacing. It's a very slow pacing. That's probably why I didn't enjoy it the first time around as much, because slower film. I was tired, whatever. It's just one of those deals where you see a movie and you didn't really care for it. You watch it again later on and you really enjoy it. Happens to me a lot. You know, that's why I always try not to be too harsh on things until I watch them, a time or two. But yeah, this is a great movie. Um, yeah, I mean, check it out if you haven't seen it. Definitely, it's on Netflix Instant. Check it out for free, and it's the music I wanted to mention. Everybody's all about the soundtrack on this one, the '80s throwback, the hot pink, and I really dig the music as well. It stood out to me the first time I saw it, before I'd heard anybody mention it. And now, that I went back and rewatched Bronson, another one of Nicholas Winding Refn's films, and he's got the same sort of things in there, the same sort of like '80s throwback type, keyboard synthesizer type stuff in there as well. So I don't know if he's just a fan of that kind of music, or if he likes to put them in his movies or what. But I dig it. I don't have a problem with it at all. But yeah, killer flick. And if you guys haven't seen it, definitely check this one out. And thanks for watching.